Hello lovely people and welcome back again to my tutorial for today. I'm still your friend the needle woman and I'm trusting God that you guys are doing wonderfully well. I want to appreciate you guys for your subscriptions. Thank you for your likes, for your comments. Thank you very much for the love you shown me on this channel. I appreciate you guys a lot. And if you are new to my channel and yet to subscribe, I implore you please don't leave without hitting that red icon to subscribe, and also put on the notification bell so that when I upload you'll be able to get notifications. So to the business of the day, today we are going to be making a monostrap straight cut but very fitted dress, and I shall be using this lace fabric. It is 3 yards of it. Okay, so let's just get started. First we are going to be cutting the down part before the half length. We are going to be doing the down part first of all. And I remember I've done a tutorial on a straight cut dress, but I'll just have to repeat this one again. Okay, let's just get started. First, you are going to fold your fabric into 4. You fold into 2 and then into 2 again, making it into 4. Next should be to measure out the full length of our dress, and the full length I'll be working with is 41 inches. So I'm going to measure 41 inches, but because this is a lace fabric that has a scalloping, I want to make use of it. Okay, so I will just measure from the down part that has the scalloping. This is what I mean. I follow the down part and I measure my 41. This is 41. Okay, and so for my sewing allowance at the upper part, I will just use 1 inch extra. So at the end of the day, I measured 42 inches. Okay. Now I will take my waist measurement, and the measurement for my waist is 30 inches divided into 4. Since we folded our fabric into 4 will give us 7.5. I'm going to measure 7.5, which is here. I'll also be imputing 1 inch I'll be taking for my dart allowance. Okay, this is 1 inch, and also 2 inches extra for my sewing allowance, which will leave us at this point. Okay, from my waist I'll measure 9 inches down. This is the hip line. Okay, so my hip measurement is 42 divided into 4 will give us 10.5. I will just impute 2 inches extra for allowance. Now the next thing I should do is to drag this hip measurement here all the way down. I hope it's very clear. So now I'm going to measure 12.5 all the way down. I can as well just use my ruler and rule it down. So this is my hip measurement extended all the way down to the hemline. Okay, so at the hemline I'm going to go in by 1.5 inches. Okay, now with my ruler I'm going to connect this 1.5 inches to my hip measurement. Now, having connected the hemline to the hip measurement, I will also connect my hip measurement to my waist. Now for the zip allowance, I used 2 inches. I hope you can see it. Okay, now with this done, I'm going to now cut it out. Okay, now so having cut it out, I'm now going to fold it neatly and keep aside, and then we will do the upper part, which by now we are supposed to have gotten very used to. It is a bustier dress. Okay, so here we go for our half length. I already carved out my zip allowance, which is 2 inches. This is it. Okay, now our half length measurement is 15, but because I would want to put a tiny band at the waistline area, I will just maintain the 15 inches so that the tiny band I'll put will now augment it when I'm done with all my sewing. So I measured just by 15 inches, which is the exact half length measurement. And then our shoulder measurement is 7.5. Armhole is 8 inches. Okay, our bust measurement is 36 divided into 4 will give us 9 inches. I'll add 2 inches extra for allowance. Then at the waist area it is 30 inches divided into 4 will give us 7.5, which is here. I'll be putting that, so I will include my 1 inch for that and then 2 inches for allowance. So I'll just connect the lines. Okay, so this is it for our back panel. As you can see, I did not include any neckline because it is a monostrap dress. That's why for now I didn't include any neckline measurement or whatever. Okay, now for my shoulder slope, I'll just use half an inch. Remember, this is our original shoulder measurement, but because it's a monostrap, I will want to move in by 1 inch. So now at the end of the day, I reduced our shoulder measurement by 1 inch. Okay, now with that done, we will now talk about the neckline area. Since we are making a monostrap dress, having done it this way, all you need to do is just open it up. Remember our 2 inches zip allowance, which is at this point. Okay, so this is it when we open it up. The remaining ones are our zip allowance. Okay, now you have to determine the side you want the strap to be. For mine is going to be on the right side. Okay, now since this is the front of our fabric, this is the wrong side and this is the right side. Okay, with it spread like this, you should already know that this is the right side and this is the wrong side when you place it behind your back. Okay, now our strap then is going to go this way. I hope I'm making sense because this is the right side. Okay, now for the thickness of our strap, I would like to go with 3 inches, which is at this point. All I need to do now is to curve it to meet our armhole measurement. You can use your free hand. Okay, so this is it. Then cut. Okay, so this is now our back panel. All right, let's go to the front panel. So for the front panel and the bustier, this is it. I'm sorry I didn't have to show this one because I've done it a number of times, so there's no point wasting time on it. So this is the front panel, and as you can see, the neckline is still very much straight. Okay, so this way I'm going to cut out the lining, and then my breast pad, my wooden, I'm going to also cut it out for this one, and for the two sides I'll also cut out lining for the lower part of our dress, and then I'll line the lower part. And then for this one, I'm going to make the lining double. Okay, so that one will be for the wooden, then the other one will be for the lining proper. Double in the sense that the first lining, I'll use it to line this one first of all, then the other one will now form the normal lining. Okay, and then the neckline is going to be determined after we have joined these two sides together. I hope it's very clear. Okay, so for the front, this is what I mean. This is the first lining. You can see the wooden and then a soft interlining also. I'm going to now place my material. Since it's a lace material, you know, if we did not use this one, this white will be showing. So that's the essence. So whenever I say we are using double lining, this is just the reason. So I will now sew it first of all, and then this is my second lining. I also used an interlining on it. I hope you understood it. So this one I will just sew it on top of this lining. First of all, I'll do the same thing at the two sides, and then this is our second lining. I hope it's well understood. So I'll go to the machine and now do it. Okay, so this is it. I've lined the lower part of our dress. These are the 3 pieces. Okay, and then this one is the back panel. It's going to sit like this. Okay, and then this is the front panel. Remember, this one is already slanted, so now we need to slant this front panel. Okay, so all you need to do is you pick up the back panel piece that has the shoulder. Remember, there are 2 back panels. One doesn't have a shoulder, so you pick the one that has a shoulder, just so you get it right. Place it front against front on the front panel this way. Okay, now you see this is the armhole already sitting on its own. Okay, and this here is the shoulder. So all you need to do now is to just carve it out, giving it any shape you want at all to meet your armhole. This is what I mean. So mine is going to go this way. So all I need to do now is to remove this part out. I hope it's very clear. Now, if I'm to place this one here, it will still correspond. I hope you see it. This is it. So I will just remove this part. Okay, and then using my lining, when I remove this part, I will also remove it from my lining. Okay, now I will need to close this armhole up as if I were making a sleeveless dress or top. So when lining, I need to close it up just the same way I did the back panel. You can see this is the neck area, this is the armhole. I closed it up. Okay, so I will just remove this one. Okay, so this is now what we have. All right, so I'll now go to my machine and line it. Okay, so this is what we have for the front panel. All right, and I also cut out this shiny face bridal satin using the measurement of 2 inches, so that after I'm done attaching it at the waistline, I should have like just 1 inch left. Okay, now here there are 2 ways you can do it. It's either you add your band piece by piece. What I mean is you add at the front panel, you add at the back panel, then you add the lower part of your dress on the band, or you join the back panel to the front panel. You join them using the body measurements at the bust and the waist area. Then you add the band at the waist area before you now join the lower part. But I'll be using the first way. I will just join this band at the waistline of both the front and the back panel, and then I will join this one piece by piece. I will join the corresponding front panel to each other. I will also do the same thing at the back panels. I hope it is clear enough. Okay, so now with this done, with the band inserted, as you can see it here, the next thing should be to put zip at the back panels. I also did the back too. Okay, so the next thing should be to put zip. All I need to do is to go down by 7 inches from where the band stopped, not the upper part, the lower part. From this joining, I go down by 7 inches. Remember, our zip allowance was 2 inches, and then after the lining, it should be like 1.5 inches. I can still choose to maintain the 2 inches because I put allowance at the side. Okay, so with that 2 inches or 1.5 inches, I will make my stitch down like 14 inches. Remember, this is 7 inches from where our band stops. Now from this 7 inches, I'll take like 14 inches. I'll just sew straight down to this point. Then I'll impute my over lap and then put the zip. So now with the zip inserted, the next thing should just be to join them at the shoulder, both the front and the back panel at the shoulder here. And then using the body measurement, I will close it up at the two sides. I don't think I need to show that one. Okay, so having joined them at the two sides, this is what we have. I hope you can see how beautiful it came out. This is it. Okay, now for the sleeve. And now for the sleeve, yes, it's going to have a sleeve, a somewhat cold shoulder. So for the sleeve, it's going to be 2 steps, and this is one. I cut this one with the measurement of 5 inches. So for the second step, I'm going to be including 2 more inches to it to make it 7 inches. This is what I mean. So at the end of the day, it's going to be like this. Okay, so I'll measure 7 inches this time around. So this is 7 inches. It's actually for the two sides, because I'm going to be dividing it at the end of the day. So this is it for the sleeve. So I'll just divide it into 2 equal half. And the measurement is 27 inches. Okay, so for the sleeve, I'm going to join the long one and the short one together. The long one and the short one together. This is what I mean. I'm going to join, this is the long one, this is the short one, long one, short one. So I'm going to join them in a straight line. Do the same thing as the other one. Okay, having joined it, the next thing should be, remember, one of the two sides, only one of the two sides has a shoulder. Okay, but we're going to be putting sleeve at the two hands. All right, now for the side that has a shoulder, you have to determine where you want the sleeve to start from. I think I would prefer it start from somewhere here. So I'll just measure it, and it's giving me 5 inches. So 5 inches at the front, 5 inches at the back, that is 10 inches. Okay, so I will also come to the sleeve. Remember, this is our sleeve, and measure out 5 inches. I'll make it 5.5 to accommodate for the seam allowance. 5.5. Okay, so now when I go to the machine, I will just sew it using 1/2 inch from here. I'll just take it down this way. I hope it's clear. Then on this place, I'm going to fold it because I'll be putting an elastic inside it. So I'm going to give it like 1 inch fold this way. I'll make it either just 1 inch fold because I'll be passing an elastic through it. So I'll do it in such a way that it can contain my elastic. Okay, now for the other side that does not have the shoulder, all I need to do is to just fold it, giving it that fold that will accommodate my elastic. Then I will join them at this point. Okay, so this is the point I marked earlier. I have carefully cut it out. This is the place that will sit very close to the armhole this way. Okay, so now with this done, I will just cut out my elastic. Okay, so I'm measuring 12 inches of elastic. This is 12 inches. So with the help of my pin, I'm going to pass it through the sleeve. So I will now pass it round and hold it firm at each of the two ends. Okay, so this is it for the one with shoulder. So I'm going to just attach it this way to the shoulder, to the armhole I hope it's clear enough. I'm just going to attach it this way. Okay, and then for the other side, this is it. All I will just do is make a firm stitch at this point. I will just make a firm stitch at this point only. So at long last, we are through with our monostrap straight cut dress, and this is what we have. This is actually very beautiful and very easy to make. I urge you, please try it at home. Thank you for watching till the end. I love you so very much. I appreciate you guys. And if you are new to my channel, please hit that red icon before leaving, and also touch the bell so that once I upload, you get notifications. Till we get to meet again in my next class, I love you from the bottom of my heart. And please don't forget, always keep your head high. Bye.